You're on mute.
Welcome back to another very fantastic special episode of the Death, Taxes, and Sports podcast. My name is Chef Long. I'm here with my esteemed colleague, fellow Johnson Wales alumni, Mr. Ben Holloway. You guys thought y'all weren't going to see us for the rest of the week. Well, here we are. Sir, how you feeling today?
Doing good, man. Just spur of the moment. Let's have some fun, baby.
Yeah, no doubt. This draft's going to be good. So let's get right to it, man. I believe I have all the odds. You have all the evens, which works out for me. Number one is going to be a very easy pick, as we are assuming Caleb Williams is going to go number one. No further draft analysis needed for that one.
Okay. I will go at 2, and I will go with Jaden Daniels. And now, sir, number 3 belongs to you. We got a trade, we got a QB, we got a receiver. What you got?
Yeah, Patriots, we're going to trade down on this one. I'm personally, if I'm the GM, I'm personally not sold on Drake May. You have a ton of holes that you need to fix. So let's trade down maybe a couple spots and seeing what is going to be feasible.
Who are you going with?
You know, I would say they would probably want to trade back into somewhere in the 10. So let's trade with the Broncos. Broncos try to move up to number 3. They get real aggressive.
Okay, there we go. Let's do it. So they got to give up probably this guy for this guy. That'll probably work. That'll work.
Boom. There we go.
Who you got? Who you got?
So Broncos are picking at number 3, and they are going to be aggressive, and they are going to go after J.J. McCarthy himself. I just think that that's the guy that they want. So they're going to trade up, not play around, and go after J.J. McCarthy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and offer a trade because the Titans, the Tennessee Titans, who you are choosing with at number 7, they would love to move up if you would accept to get the best wide receiver in the class, and Arizona would like to accumulate more picks. So here is the offer. I do not need to hit send until you accept. So here we go. Not too much movement, but the Titans are going up to get a stud, or at least they're trying to. So we got you with the, let me get number 138, and we're going to go give you right there. So Cardinals get, extra 32 picks there. Tennessee moves up 3. Do you accept this offer?
Sure, why not, sir? I accept thy trade.
Okay, let's see if our friends at Pro Football Network agree. Look at that. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
The Titans are being bold, and the Titans are moving up. They're not waiting on a receiver. And there we go. Marvin Harrison Jr. goes to the Tennessee Titans. And now you're on the clock, sir, with the Los Angeles, which is still weird to say, Los Angeles Chargers.
They should have stayed their ass in San Diego, but I digress from that. Chargers, let's see. They already have a quarterback. They traded away. They need wide receiver help. And if I'm there, I look at Malik Neighbors. I go there. I take him. That, to me, is a home run hit. They need to build around some more elite premium young talent with our friend who's quarterback, whose I will not name because he's in my just saying.
So now you got the Giants here. Well, I got the Giants, the New York Giants, who our friends at Pro Football Network agree their needs are receiver, corner, running back, tackle. They got tackle listed as the 4th need, but guess what? Joe Alt is such a freaking stud that he has the ability to step in like our Cowboys friend, or not your friend, but Zach Martin, who has been a walking All-Pro, first ballot Hall of Famer. Joe Alt is supposed to be that good, the best tackle prospect in forever. And I'm sorry, I know they got it 4th here, but god dang, the Giants' offensive line has been a mess for like 10 years. So you know what? I'm taking best available. In my opinion, best available is Joe Alt. So
Joe Alt reminds me of Joe Thomas a little bit.
That's where I'm going with that.
Doesn't Joe Alt remind you a little bit of Joe Thomas, like a guy that you kind of have a feel that's just going to be a staple? Right?
Absolutely.
Right? And it's unfortunate he played for such 100%. A crappy team. All right.
Now, sir, due to the swap, you are the Cardinals at 7. And do you want to take receiver, or do you want to go somewhere else?
I mean, you're not going to go quarterback. I mean, yeah, you could go offensive tackle, but with Kyler Murray, what they need receiver help. They need
Yeah,
someone that's going to take the top off the ball. And I'm going to go with Rome Odunze. He's the best receiver available.
there we go.
I think with Kyler Murray and that deep arm, I think that'd be something special to watch for the next 10 years.
Did it do it? Yeah, it did it. Okay, so, sir, now that the draft has shaped as it has shaped, you know that the homeboy, the quarterback that is not drafted yet, uh, Drake May, is still there. Let's see. At number 8, what? Who needs what? Oh, what if the Raiders say, "Let's go, let's do business"? So, sir, you have the 13th pick. So here is the offer. So Atlanta, who needs a lot, doesn't need a quarterback, doesn't like they need a lot. So let's accumulate some picks here.
Yeah, they're the
So
perfect team to trade back and get
so
some
the
more.
Raiders, I think Atlanta is very likely to trade down tonight for sure. They need more stuff. They need more picks. So here is the offer. So we got 8 and 109 for 13 and 77. So Atlanta moves up like 32 picks by moving down 5. Sir, as the Raiders correspondent, do you agree?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Trade has been
Boom.
accepted, and the Raiders are going to get their quarterback, or maybe they want this guy, maybe they don't, but right now they want this guy, and there we go.
Doesn't real quick, doesn't he kind of remind you of Will Levis from last year, where there was
Absolutely.
a lot where
Yeah,
there was a lot of
absolutely.
talk where there was a lot
Mhm.
of talk about him possibly going in the first, like in the top 10 picks, even ahead of Anthony
Mhm.
Richardson,
Mhm.
but he dropped all the way down in the second round. Just something tells me about Drake May. Whenever the media talks about mechanics, that is
Mhm.
something
Mhm.
that scares a lot of that just scares away a lot of people. So I think if there's going to
Absolutely.
be any quarterback that's going to go down into the second round, just something tells me Drake May is going to fall precipitously. Just
Yeah,
my
yeah.
thoughts.
I actually in the very, very, very little pre-planning I did today because this was spur of the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We said let's do it, let's have fun. I had I had thought about the Raiders trading up to get a receiver, and I had Udunze there, but then the way this has shaped out, I was like they could still trade up and they could get a quarterback. So there we go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. All
You
right.
are
Number
with the
9.
Bears, sir.
Yeah, they have so many needs, but if you are going to, I like Brock Bowers there, but if you're
Hmm.
bringing in a new quarterback, you need to start with the inside and build out the receiver help that they got with DJ Moore and as well as Keenan Allen. I think he's good for another maybe 2 more years. They can get a receiver in the second or third round. For them, I go offensive tackle. You got to protect your investment in Caleb Williams. To me, that's the obvious choice. Protect your investment. So they go offensive
Absolutely.
lineman from Penn State. I know that's not sexy, say
That's
receiver,
okay. That's
but
okay.
you need
One of the
tackle.
reasons that Justin Fields failed is because he didn't have an offensive line.
Exactly. So
So,
you take
what
the
do you
best
need?
offensive tackle.
Okay, so now I feel this is actually a perfect thing to pause for just a minute because I think this is the exact scenario the Jets are going to have tonight. Brock Bowers is there at 10, as he is right now, but they traded so much to get Rodgers, to get Mecole Hardman. I think there was another trade. I think if Aaron Rodgers is picking, which hopefully they don't placate to him like they have for the last year, he's taking Bowers. But for me personally, the Jets can get some draft picks. And what team do we potentially think is
And
aggressive? For me
and
personally,
let me
I
real quick.
yeah, go for it.
Here's the thing about tight ends. Traditionally, if you're in a win now
Yep.
mode, they're historically rookie tight ends have struggled to get
Mhm.
off running. Normally, they are second year, third year type of guys. You're the Jets. You're trying to win now. I'm not sure Brock Bowers is necessarily going to give you that immediate results that you're looking for, just due to the complexities of the tight end position, a la
Mhm.
Kyle Pitts. Dalton
Mhm.
Kincaid didn't start heating up until the second half of the year, so there's still a lot of questions if you're going to draft him that high. So if I'm them, I trade back and try to recoup as many draft picks as possible.
So here's what I think here, because I think that the Jets can accumulate all the picks. So with what we got here, the Jets move back 7 picks. Okay. Then they look at the next two, 116 to 185. So you're moving up like, what's that? 70 picks pretty much right there, right?
Mhm.
And then down here, you're getting a little bit better pick here. So you're moving up 21 picks, you're moving up like 60 picks, and you're moving down 7 where you can probably get an offensive lineman, or we'll see what's there at 17. Boom. Now, look, the reason I picked the Jaguars is because they need a corner. And look at this. The corner is still there. It's the best corner available. And if they wait at 17 tonight, Arnold is not going to be there. So I thought they were the perfect contender for a trade up, and they're going to take the best corner. I think they might move up, or if they want to sit at 17, or possibly they could go back further too. But the Vikings, another team that has a lot of power tonight. They have an 11. They have a 23.
I trade back. Here's how I look at it. J.J. McCarthy's gone. Drake May's gone. Jaden Daniels gone. Number 11, there's not a quarterback in Bo Nix or Penix that I feel can justify a number 11 pick. I think you can get them in the later round. So if I'm them, I try to trade back, maybe try to get to that number.
Maybe the Saints.
I mean,
the Saints or the Seahawks. We could try Seattle.
I would say Seattle is more than likely. I mean, I just don't think the rest of the quarterbacks that are on the board are worthy of high first round.
Yeah, Seattle does have a history of moving up. So this is realistic as well. If the Vikings are not using the 11 to move into the top 10, which they likely will try to do so, but just because you tried doesn't mean you will. If they get stuck and they're still with 11, odds are they might trade back because all the quarterbacks are taken. So if the Seahawks are going up 5, we need to benefit the Vikings with these next picks we choose. So if you go up 5 here, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Nope, it's not. We can try another one. We can play around with it. So we got what were we doing? Seattle and Minnesota. Okay. So we got this guy and this guy. All right. So if we do no, that's not enough. Maybe 129 and 1 no. Maybe we can try that. Yeah, try that. So Vikings would get 16. Oh no, that's backwards. Because you're not going to get Seattle a better draft pick in both situations. That's not the right way. Trying to look at these picks and decide here. So Seattle gets 11 and 157. Minnesota would have to get.
What about a Seattle? What about like a Seattle third for 2025?
All right, let's try. This doesn't work.
There's going to be a lot of. I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of willing dealing. I think this draft has the potential to have.
There's going to be a lot of trades.
I'm telling you, that T. Higgins trade, like T. Higgins requesting a trade, I think Cincinnati sees the writing on the wall. I think they trade T. Higgins to get a score, and they go and try to get one of those younger prospects in a Dunze or Malik Neighbors. That's what I would do if I were them. But hey, I'm just a man with an opinion.
Nope.
All right, let's just try a different team.
You want to try with the Saints?
Yeah, let's try with the Saints.
Yeah, let's try with
that.
Might be easier. Let's try that.
This is totally the real draft right now. All of NFL Nation is watching this with
absolutely.
Great excitement.
All right, so if the Vikings are going to move down 3, they got to do better with the next swap. So move down 3, up 17. That sounds about right. Nope.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Okay.
I thought that one would work.
And no big thing. Let's just keep this train moving. Try one more time. Let's just keep this thing moving.
All right. Let's go here. You know what? For the last attempt, let's pick a team even further down. Let's go 18. Why not?
Okay.
this doesn't work, you're picking somebody at 11. 80, 18 and 80 for, see what that works. Ah!
Okay.
Okay,
There
look
we
at
go.
that. All right, the
Okay.
Bengals. You're picking with the Bengals. Yeah, you are. You're 11. So you're picking with the Bengals.
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
I just think that if they somehow are able to work it out with T. Higgins, can you imagine
Mm-hmm.
getting Joe Burrow a check down
Mm-hmm.
tight end? Can you imagine how exciting that offense would be?
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying. So now the
Yeah.
Patriots are sitting here. All the QBs are gone. Receiver, the next one would be, Brian Thomas. Corner, they could go. They love defense. So you got these edge rushers here, but they are pretty good on defense. But for me, you know what? I think they just need receiver help so bad. I think this is a little bit of a reach, but they are desperate at receiver, and they can get we're not doing 2 rounds, but they got the 34 overall pick, so they can either select a QB there or try and back end into the first round. So there we go. You're
Okay.
up with the Atlanta Falcons.
Boy, Atlanta's just they're like a perfect storm of offense. They got a lot of young talent. Defense, they invested a little bit. So they say they got cornerback, wide receiver. I think for them, it's about surrounding Kirk Cousins with as much offensive talent as possible. I'm not sure if Drake London can be that true number one guy. So let's go to offense. Let's go to receiver, see what's available.
Gonna have to reach for Texas. These guys, that's a big reach.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah,
I think edge is their biggest need. Why don't you just choose the best edge guy?
All right, I don't like Dallas Turner too much. I like Latu a little bit better. That's just mine. That's just
go
me.
with that. It's all good.
I like
baby.
the guy from UCLA.
It's all good.
Yeah, West Coast bias too.
I'm going need, boom, boom. They need linemen. There we go.
If I'm Titans, if I'm the Colts, the receivers that you have aren't necessarily worth the reach. I try to maybe trade back 10 spots.
Trade back
where?
where?
I would make Kansas City. If I'm Kansas, let's do another trade. Let's see what teams. What teams would be?
You want to go to the Steelers?
Yeah,
they got a corner need, I think. So if that works, they could draft.
Is that guy from Toledo available? Yeah, they try to trade up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The Steelers would move up for a corner. Let's see if we can make
Toledo Rockets. Man. Do you know who's also from Toledo?
No.
Kareem Hunt. You know what happened his rookie year?
Look at that.
You know what happened his rookie year, 2018?
Rookie of the year, right?
Rookie offensive of the year. He led the league in rushing.
There you go.
From Toledo.
All right, so Pittsburgh gets the 15 and the 117, 20 and 9. That seems about right. Boom.
Okay.
And we were right as it being a need, so let's be simple and go. Boom. Now you got Seattle. Oh, man. I think
they need defense, man. They can't stop anybody.
I'm saying at this point, I'm taking best available. I think he's best available, so there we go.
Okay.
The Jets.
They need to go offensive tackle, I believe. You need to protect your investment. Let's go.
You like Bama, Georgia, or Washington? Which one you like?
I'm gonna go Cat from Washington. More region bias.
There we go. Again, the Vikings, who at this point, have they picked or they kept on traded down? They traded down. This is their first pick. Okay. So I think it's too early here for Penix. They do have number 23. I think Penix will be there, most likely. So what else do they need? You know what? Defensive tackle. I think that boy from Texas I actually like a little bit better. So I'm going to go there.
Okay. Oh, Rams. I mean, they pretty much have everything that you could ask for. I mean, I say you go best available if you're the Rams. You know, it's retired, so you need a replacement. So Jared Curse.
There you go. All right. The Colts, who traded back. Now they can go. They can still get a corner and gonna piss off Philly because this is who Philly wants tonight. They might have to trade up for him. Well, too bad you didn't trade up today. So Wiggins to the Colts because the Colts need a corner.
Yeah. Yeah, Dolphins. It's about defense for them in this one. They need to take the best defensive player available. I feel preferably linebacker. But let's see what's available at linebacker and see where their rankings are.
Okay,
No, it's too high. Edge.
it's a reach.
Yeah,
Chop
yeah,
Robinson. I
yeah.
like that
Chop
name.
Robinson.
I
Chop
like that
Robinson.
name. I just
Yeah.
like that name. Okay, so corner is the biggest need, which, like I said, they're either going to trade up for that other corner from Toledo or Wiggins. They're going to the Eagles are aggressive in trading up. I think tonight they're going to end up with one of those corners. If Wiggins doesn't keep falling to him there, they're going to want to move up, I think. But in this scenario, he's gone. They missed him, and safety is also in need because they got old secondary. So we'll take a need there. And guess what? They still need a quarterback. So is this the time for Penix?
I mean, at this point, you can't wait too much longer. I think Penix is the guy.
You can't wait. All right. So Dallas, I actually wanted to let's try one more trade because I think it's likely they're going to try and move down tonight because they have a history of that as well. I think that they are going to move down. In my world, that I planned a little bit before, I got to move them down a couple, not too far, but they can still get an offensive lineman, which they will. That's where they're going to go. And in this scenario, if it works, you get 27 and 35. I think that is worth it. And it did not work. So let's just try something else. That might have been too favorable to Dallas. It's probably what just happened. A little bit too favorable. This is not that favorable. Move up 16 picks, move down 3, move up 16. That seems about right. Let's see what happens. No, that didn't work either. I'm trying one more, then I'm just going to pick a lineman if it doesn't work. Okay. Look at all them picks. Cardinals got a ton of picks. God dang. That's a lot of picks. Oof. That is a lot of picks.
Man.
That is a lot of picks.
10 players. That's 10 players that you could bring in that could change your franchise instantly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's try this one. Well, that didn't work either. All right. For the sake of time, because I want to hit some golf balls before my wife gets home, they need a tackle. This guy is there. He's the best one available. There we go.
All right.
You're on the clock with the Packers, sir.
I mean, Packers, they have a bunch of receivers already. Running back, it's not worth too high right now in the first round. If I'm them, I try to go defense on this one. I try to go D tackle, and I go ahead.
I think tonight they'll pick him, but you don't have to. It's your choice.
No, I mean, if they need to go corner, fuck it. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid. Oh my God.
I think he's going to go late first round, somewhere in their 25 to 29 range. The Lions kind of need a corner too.
Okay. His name is Kool-Aid.
Edge, corner, offensive center. You know what? I did a little bit of research on Barton. I think that he's actually possibly top 15 prospect. So they need a center. So let's do that. Now you got the Cardinals. They probably would go receiver here. You don't have to, but that's what I would do.
I mean, at this point, it's not too much of a reach, so let's go Mitchell.
All right, let's go Mitchell. All right, now 28, the Bills, they need a receiver as well. And, yeah, let's go with the other homeboy from Texas, Xavier Worthy.
Man, they got a lot of needs, man. That defense, if I'm them, I focus on that defense. They can't really stop anybody. So they need to go D tackle. I like Johnny Newton on this one. They need to put pressure on the quarterback a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what do we got? We got the Ravens at 30. I think at this point they do tend to go best available, I would say. I think the next receiver is a little bit of a stretch. Actually, no. I actually, in a lot of mocks, have been doing this. So I'm going to do it again. I think that's a good pick for them. Keon Coleman.
All right.
We are at the last two, sir. You are up with the 49ers, which
Ooh.
this seems to be a dream scenario for them if they need a tackle, and this guy's supposed to go top 15, top 20, and he's there.
You're looking at Trent Williams starting to get up there in age, and you start thinking about that. So for me, I go with the best offensive tackle, and that is Tyler Guyton.
All right. Now, with the last pick, do the Chiefs go best available to get Mahomes some help here with an offensive tackle that this guy should not be here tonight? Or do they stick to their plan of drafting a receiver? And you know what? I think that a lot of times when teams are supposed to everything's expected for them to do something, they do something. I think if this scenario works out where this guy will almost not be there, but I think he is. I think he's that good that they can wait on receiver because receiver is deep. So for the purposes of right now, they're going to wait on receiver.
Okay.
And there we have it. Lots of trades. That's how it's going to work out tonight. I think this is definitely reasonable as far as what could happen. I think the Jaguars have a big need at corner. So do the Colts, and so do the Eagles. So in this world, the Jaguars get their guy by moving up. The Colts move back a little bit and get the second best corner, and the Eagles are screwed in this scenario with corner.
Yeah, looks like it.
But they can get, so I think, yeah, man, it's going to be fun, man. I think, the teams like 7 through 9, which we did a trade here, but that is that is Tennessee. This is the Falcons. This is the Bears. These are all trade candidates. I would say 6. The Giants are a trade candidate as well. The Broncos, your Broncos, man, they might decide that they could get who they want at 6 and not have to go into the top 5, and then they wouldn't have to give up as much to get to 6, which is what we did on our, what we did on Monday night. And I think it's reasonable. I think if they want to move up, but they don't want to go top 5, you're still going to be able to get a quarterback at 6, especially like you said, if they want McCarthy and the Patriots take May, you can get McCarthy at 6. You might get him at 12. You might not. I think that would be worth the risk if that's who they want. If they want McCarthy, Patriots draft May. I don't see why not. Even the Giants probably would not take a quarterback, so you could even wait to get maybe trade with the Titans or the Falcons at 7 and 8, and you could get them there possibly.
Yeah. We'll see how that all shapes out, man. I'm just the Broncos. They already gave up so much draft capital for that putrid Russell Wilson trade, so I'm not sure how aggressive they want to go up, but they need to get a quarterback. But like before they can address anything, they got to get the quarterback straight. They got to. So if you really feel that JJ McCarthy's your guy, you go get him. So we'll see, man.
Absolutely.
See. Yeah. But all right, sir.
Glad we did this, man. A lot of fun. No
doubt.
I think Dallas here is gonna tonight will end up trading down somewhere in this 27 to 30 range, is my opinion, because they can still get an offensive lineman and they can get another pick.
Hey, anything's possible, sir. The sky is the limit. Well, all right, folks. Thank you guys for joining us for a impromptu redo of the NFL mock draft. We'll see what happens in the next rendition. Really curious to see how these the top 3 are going to be pretty obvious, but really after that, man, that's when the draft really kind of begins. So this is always this time of year, man. This is when my Broncos, we start to have a little bit of hope, and then once when the season starts, reality hits in. But I love my Broncos, just like you love your Cowboys. So
absolutely,
we stand by our teams no matter what.
All righty, sir.
All right,
Captain.
peace out. All right, later.
Later.